In this video, we're going to look at how to create a Google Doc as well as how to format our paragraph into a modified MLA format. Now, I know we have used Microsoft Office in the past and we've used a flash drive, but I want to show you another method, Google Docs. The nice thing about using the Google Docs is that you don't have to worry about your flash drive. You can access the Google Doc that you create from any computer, whether you're on or off campus. And one final thing about it, you don't have to worry about saving it. It automatically saves for you. All nice features. So let's find out how to use it. I'm going to go to the student email or your Greenville Tech Gmail. Once you're here in your Gmail, go to these 9 dots and access the Google apps. Go to the Docs, Documents, and here I find projects that I've been working on before. Notice this one says Untitled Document. I left the page and did not change the title of the document, but it saved it anyway. I can go back in and rename it, give it a different title, but it is saved. And I don't know about you, but it's very frustrating to spend time on a paragraph and have the power go out, or you forget to save it, or something happens. But that's not going to happen if you're using the Google Docs. I'm going to come up here and start with a blank sheet. And for the sake of time, I'm going to paste in something that I worked on before. In Google Docs, you'll notice that the toolbar looks a little bit different than it does in Microsoft Office, but you do have the same features. You can slide across here and open things and see what's available. Just about everything. All right, let's go ahead and put this paragraph into a modified MLA format. The first thing I need to do is work on my heading. My heading should be on the left-hand side. So I'm going to highlight by clicking, holding down, and dragging the left side of my mouse. I'm going to come up here next to the number 4 and left align. Following the student's name, should type in the instructor's name. Follow that with your class information. Date goes next. And the final thing in the heading is the mode of the paragraph. And mode simply means what writing style is it. This tells the story, so it is a narrative. Now I have everything I need for my heading. In a true MLA style, this would stay double-spaced. I would really not like that you end up printing a second sheet of paper and only have 1 or 2 lines. So we're going to try and avoid that by making this single space. I'm going to hold. Nope, it didn't work. I can undo that mistake. There we go. Hold. There we go. It's all highlighted. And I'm going to come over here and say single. Now, even though it's single-spaced, there is still space between the lines. That's because each time you hit enter, the computer puts a blank line there. I'll go back to the same place and say remove space after paragraph. There we go. Now I've got 2 spaces here. That's fine. I want my title to be centered. I highlight it over here, and it's centered. I have a little bit too much space in between the title and the body, so I'm going to take that out. Okay. I don't know what happened there. All right. The body of my paragraph should be double-spaced. And some instructors would like this to be indented. To me, it doesn't matter, but I want the body double-spaced. So I'm going to hold that down, highlight, come back up, double space. Boy, that all looks good now. My paragraph also should only be in 11 or 12 point type. It looks like it's in 12 point, but it might take it to a second sheet of paper. I think I'm going to go ahead and highlight everything and put it into an 11 point font. While it's highlighted, I want to make sure that the font style is all the same. Arial, Calibri, Times New Roman, those are all nice type styles to use on the paper. So I picked New Times Roman. Nothing is in bold, so that looks good. At this point, my paragraph is in the correct format. Now, while I'm here, I might want to look and see if I have any editing problems. One of the things that is a big no-no when you're typing a paragraph is using the word you or your unless it's in a direct quote. After I've looked at this paper so many times, it's hard for me to notice that. So I am going to come up to the Edit feature and hit Find and Replace. Put in the word you, which would tell me, show me where it's you or your. It says there's one of one. There it is. Now I can just replace, put a word there, but I may want to come in and reword my sentence. And if I do, I would just X this out, come back in here, and fix that. At this point, the paper looks good. Of course, there are other things that we would want to check before we turn it in. We'd look for spelling errors. We'd check for maybe some better word choice. But for now, we're looking at how to put this into the MLA, the modified MLA. This title up here says Untitled Document. It is saved. It looks just like this and it's saved. But why don't we go in and give it a new name? So I'm going to rename. The first word that shows up is the name it gives it. I can hit backspace and I will call it a narrative. Hit enter. My paper is now saved using the name narrative. Now if I want to go back and look at my Google Docs, here is the paragraph that I just finished working on. So that's it. Anytime I want to come in and work on this document again, I just need to go into my Gmail, find those 9 little boxes, and hit Doc, and it'll bring me to this page. Hope this helped.